I've done rear shocks on a Mazda 3 a few times, so today we're gonna see if I can set a Guinness World Record on the fastest shock replacement in a Mazda 3. So it's actually not on my car. My mom's car is in need of a little bit of maintenance, so today I'm gonna be doing the rear shocks and the rear end links, which means I get rear end links for the beater finally, because that car doesn't have any. And I figured because I've done so many rear shocks on these cars, second gen is the same as the first gen, FYI. And I've done, and the last time I did rear shocks was on my Mazda Speed 3. Anyways, I did a test. I think it took me 5 minutes. Let's see how fast we can do it today. But actually time it and go for it. Let's go ahead and get this up and get started. So if we have a peek in here, you can see this is our rear shock. Up here we have 2 bolts that hold in the top mount. As we go to the bottom, just in this area, there's 1 bolt at the bottom shock mount. Well, 2 bolts, that's kind of easy. But at the top mount, we need to swap the top mount to the other shock, which is actually kind of a pain in the ass. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do one side naturally, see what tools I need. That way that when we go to the other side, then we can do our speed run. I'll have all the tools ready and I'll kind of know just by fresh memory of what I need to do. You guys have to remember too, this is my mom's car, so I gotta be careful. So I mean what, that took us a minute. Now there's a bolt on the top that I like to hit. I just like to hit it to loosen it. Then as you guys can see here, then what I will do is stick this end on vice grips and pray to God this thing spins, which it does. Anyways, it gets to the end, very easy to take off. Pretty much pull this top half off. As you guys can see, this is gross. Just like we did, we'll put this over. We will be granted with this. We will then spin the new hardware on firm. That is a 13, which it is. I like to make sure it's really tight as these can make noise. That is shock assembly complete. Back into the vehicle. We can then start by doing the top. And then head to the bottom. The shock replacement done. So realistically, I mean, that took me like 10 minutes at most, just doing that casually paced, struggling a little bit at the top mount. I'm thinking obviously we could cut that down in half a second, and I would like to do it under 5 minutes for sure. So here we are on the other side. I have set the camera up on an extreme wide angle so that we can see everything that is going on. I have everything set up. Yes, I am set up. I wasn't gonna do this by going aimlessly. I'm gonna set a stopwatch on my phone, but I'll also have one on the video so you guys can see for reference. This is just kind of so I know somewhat what I did. I'll say go. And what if I actually go in the Guinness World Book of Records? The fastest Mazda 3 rear shock. Dude, I'm sure there's a technician out there right now gearing up to make a response video to this. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh wait, go. It turned off my phone. 6:35. That was slow, man. So I slowed down like a lot when I got to this part because putting the top hat on the new one for some reason was so stiff, I think because of the new hardware, which is really strange. But everything's in there. The only thing I didn't do was torque it, but I know when you bring your car into Mazda, they don't torque that shit. Impact. Ugga duggas, man. But that was 6 minutes for a rear shock install, which includes swapping the top hats. I'm pretty proud of myself because 5 years ago, me would probably take an hour or 2 hours to do one side. And here we are in 6 minutes. I'm gonna finish the rest of the stuff up on this car, like torque and rear end links. Then we'll test drive it and see if it doesn't fall apart. New end links are in, good to go. Tear this thing out of here, go for a test drive. It's raining, guys. It's raining right now. Sad times. Should we go bring my mom's car to track day right now and test out the new shocks? Shock test, do some autocross in the parking lot down the road. Oh man, the second gen wheel feels so weird. This car's so planted. Being the same car as the first gen, it's just like such a weird car. Yeah, everything feels good as expected. Nice quiet back, rides good. The hatch creaks more than I assume the suspension did at some. Anyways, job well done. So if you think you can beat my time, try it out. Film yourself, and if you beat it, send it to me on Instagram. I want to see how fast you can do it. No cheating. I know when you're cheating, okay? So don't do that. Guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to subscribe button. Keep it real. I'll see y'all in the next one.